Challenges of growth. The grand opening of Mill Creek Market was a resounding success. But Joshua knew the real work had just begun. Running the market day to day brought its own set of challenges, and as the business grew, so did the obstacles. Joshua's dream was no longer just about opening the market. It was about sustaining it and ensuring it made a lasting impact on Mill Creek. Facing unexpected competition. A few months after the market's opening, Joshua received troubling news. A large chain grocery store was opening in a neighboring town. The chain offered lower prices and a wider variety of products, and many in Mill Creek were excited to visit the new store. Joshua felt a pang of fear. How can I compete with that? He wondered. For several nights, he stayed awake, brainstorming ways to keep his customers loyal. He decided to focus on what made Mill Creek Market unique: its commitment to the community, its local products, and its personalized service. Joshua began adding handwritten thank you notes to every purchase and hosting weekly raffles for free produce. If I can't compete on price, he thought, I'll compete on heart, struggling with financial strain. The increased competition brought a noticeable dip in sales, putting strain on the market's finances. Joshua found himself juggling overdue supplier payments and utility bills. The stress weighed on him heavily, but he refused to give up. He cut unnecessary expenses, negotiated better deals with suppliers, and worked longer hours to fill in for employees when needed. Every penny counts, he told himself. He also reached out to customers to understand their needs, adjusting the inventory to stock items people requested most. Despite the challenges, Joshua reminded himself of God's provision. If this market is meant to be, he prayed, I trust you to provide what we need to keep going. Balancing growth with personal health. As the demands of running the market grew, Joshua found himself stretched thin. Between managing the store, coordinating with suppliers, and hosting community events, he barely had time to rest. One evening, Pastor Daniels visited the market and found Joshua alone in the back room, poring over paperwork. Joshua, you can't carry all of this on your own, the pastor said gently. I don't know how to slow down, Joshua admitted. Start by remembering that you're not in this alone, Pastor Daniels replied. God is with you, and He's placed people around you to help. Don't be afraid to lean on them. Inspired by the pastor's words, Joshua began delegating more responsibilities to his employees and carving out time for rest and prayer. He realized that taking care of himself was essential if he wanted to take care of his business and community. Staying rooted in faith, one particularly challenging week, a large order of produce spoiled during transportation, and a key supplier suddenly increased prices. Joshua felt overwhelmed and discouraged. Lord, why is this happening? He prayed one night, his voice filled with frustration. The next morning, during his devotional time, he read Matthew 6:34. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. The verse brought him a sense of peace. Joshua decided to tackle each problem one step at a time. He found a new supplier, apologized to customers for the temporary shortage, and used the experience to improve the market's delivery process. Through these challenges, Joshua's faith deepened. He learned to trust God not only in the big decisions but in the daily struggles as well, expanding the vision. As Joshua overcame each challenge, he began to see new opportunities for growth. He partnered with local farmers to introduce seasonal specials, like freshly picked berries in the summer and pumpkins in the fall. He also started hosting small workshops at the market, teaching families how to cook healthy meals with local ingredients. These initiatives not only boosted sales, but also strengthened the market's role as a community hub. Customers began seeing Mill Creek Market as more than just a store. It was a place where neighbors connected, shared stories, and supported one another. The challenges he faced had been tough, but they had also taught him resilience, creativity, and trust in God's faithfulness. Every struggle is a chance to grow, Joshua thought, smiling as he greeted a young boy carrying a basket of apples. And this market isn't just growing, it's thriving. Joshua knew the journey wasn't over, but he felt confident in the path ahead. With each challenge, his dream for Mill Creek Market grew stronger. And the town he loved continued to flourish in ways he had only imagined.